As the 2024 U.S. presidential campaign heats up, Donald Trump's campaign team finds itself in an unusual, chaotic state. Under the leadership of campaign head Lara Trump, Trump's campaign has been marked by questionable decisions, a seeming lack of direction, and publicized infighting that could potentially jeopardize his chances at the polls. At the same time, the campaign faces rising tensions as key campaign figures, personal disputes, and external controversies unravel its focus and threaten its stability. In this video, we delve into the peculiar state of Trump's campaign, the strained relationships among his inner circle, the strange choices made by key figures, and the mood of an exhausted and frustrated staff that now seems less concerned with a successful re-election bid and more with survival. The leadership dilemma, Lara Trump's role and controversial pursuits. One of the most controversial decisions in the campaign's leadership has been Lara Trump's role as campaign manager. Lara, who has spent a considerable amount of time promoting her music career alongside her campaign duties, has drawn criticism for her lack of commitment. Her attempts at singing, notably off-key renditions of classic hits, have been met with widespread mockery online, further fueling doubts about her ability to manage the complexities of a presidential campaign. Her critics argue that her focus on self-promotion, rather than her uncle-in-law's campaign, has only compounded the campaign's lack of coherence and direction. The timing could hardly be worse. With Trump's popularity waning, largely due to a string of legal battles and controversial comments, the campaign's decisions appear more crucial than ever. Lara's divided attention has raised questions about the campaign's seriousness and strategy. Critics wonder if her involvement is more about her own ambitions than securing a victory for Trump. A mood of despair among campaign staff. Amid the questionable leadership, an increasingly toxic atmosphere has taken hold within Trump's campaign team. According to recent reports from The Independent, an insider expressed their belief that Trump's own staff seems to despise him, a sentiment exacerbated by his unpredictable behavior and the divisive nature of his rallies. A recent survey of the morale within the team paints a bleak picture. Staffers reportedly feel trapped in a downward spiral of controversies and poor decision-making, with many privately admitting that they no longer care whether Trump wins or loses the election. This despondency reflects the broader challenges the campaign faces in appealing to independent and undecided voters. With Trump's divisive rhetoric alienating women, minorities, and young voters, the burden on his team to turn the tide has only grown heavier. However, without clear direction or a positive message, it seems the campaign may be struggling more than it lets on. The public drama, Trump, Megyn Kelly, and the women voter gap. At the center of Trump's recent troubles is his relationship with female voters. His campaign's latest public relations disaster took place in Pittsburgh, where Trump invited conservative pundit Megyn Kelly to the stage. Kelly, famously disparaged by Trump during his 2016 campaign, delivered a lukewarm endorsement, even joking about almost falling asleep during the event. Her jabs at Trump's stamina added fuel to a campaign already grappling with its issues among female voters. This choice has raised eyebrows. Trump's ongoing legal issues and well-publicized derogatory remarks about women have already damaged his standing with women voters, and his campaign seems either oblivious or unconcerned about repairing that damage. Kelly's appearance, along with Trump's history of belittling her, only serves as a reminder to voters of Trump's past insults toward women, further alienating a critical demographic. Infighting and internal chaos, the Ivanka factor. Ivanka Trump, Donald Trump's daughter and former senior advisor, has largely remained silent during her father's campaign, opting instead to focus on her personal life. Recently, Ivanka posted a reflective birthday message on social media, sparking further questions about her level of support for her father's re-election bid. Ivanka's public detachment from the campaign suggests a notable absence of support from someone who was once one of Trump's closest allies. For the Trump campaign, Ivanka's lack of endorsement adds to a series of absences that speak volumes about the family's current support for Donald Trump's political ambitions. This distance is not merely symbolic but underscores the widening rift within the Trump family regarding the campaign. MAGA Mike Johnson, the Pied Piper of unpopular policies. Trump's campaign is further plagued by poor policy messaging, often delivered by surrogates like Mike Johnson. Johnson, known as MAGA Mike, has repeatedly touted the campaign's intention to roll back Obama-era healthcare policies, including the Affordable Care Act. In a recent statement, Johnson boldly announced the intention to take a blowtorch to Obamacare, a remark that alarmed many voters who rely on the ACA for their health coverage. While the Trump base may support Johnson's rhetoric, the larger voting population sees it as a direct threat to essential healthcare services. Johnson's divisive rhetoric, combined with Trump's dwindling popularity in swing states, only highlights the campaign's inability to offer a unifying message that appeals to moderate voters. Financial struggles and the legal fee controversy. Adding another layer of complexity to Trump's campaign is the ongoing struggle to secure funds for both the campaign and Trump's mounting legal battles. Reports indicate that Lara Trump has been funneling campaign donations toward covering Trump's legal expenses, a move that has infuriated some donors and Republican strategists. Jamie Harrison, chairman of the Democratic National Committee, commented that he encourages Lara to continue draining the campaign's finances for legal costs, effectively diverting resources from essential campaign operations. The decision to allocate funds to Trump's legal issues has strained relations within the Republican Party and raised questions about Trump's ability to self-fund his legal battles. With campaign donations lagging and major Republican donors expressing frustration, the financial future of the campaign remains uncertain. Alina Habba and the Epstein list gaffe. As if the Trump campaign did not have enough on its plate, Trump's attorney and campaign surrogate Alina Habba recently sparked controversy by invoking the infamous Epstein list. In a bid to attack Trump's opponents, Habba unwittingly drew attention to Trump's own connections with Jeffrey Epstein, a move that opened the door for renewed scrutiny into Trump's ties to the disgraced financier. The incident is indicative of the campaign's lack of strategic foresight. Rather than focusing on Trump's policy goals or his intended agenda, the campaign continues to be sidetracked by personal controversies and missteps by high-profile surrogates. Habba's comment reflects the campaign's internal disarray and inability to control the narrative effectively. With just months to go until the election, Trump's campaign is fraught with challenges. From the questionable choices made by Lara Trump to the strained morale of his team, the campaign's focus appears to be unraveling. Trump's family and surrogates seem less engaged than ever, and the lack of clear, unifying policy messaging only serves to compound his problems. As Trump grapples with declining polls, strained finances, and a divided family, his path to the presidency appears increasingly uncertain. In an election that could come down to a few percentage points, the Trump campaign's internal discord may well prove to be its Achilles heel. Whether Trump can recover from these self-inflicted wounds remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: this is a campaign on the brink, and the cracks are starting to show.